Hi, Chris McClune here for FDIC 2025 at the Circul-Air booth. Today my guest is Scott Lazenby, and we are going to be talking first about the Roto-Decon SCBA Extractor. So Scott, why don't you take me through this, describe it, and
Sure.
tell me what we're looking at.
Chris, thanks for coming into the booth today. We're really proud and we've really enjoyed the attention that the SCBA Extractor from Circul-Air has gotten this week. We brought a product to the show in 2024 that we reset the market for SCBA. Critically, we believe that you should never wash an SCBA pack without fresh water. The standard was set about 4 years ago that we would wash packs on what we would call a repurposed platform. Circul-Air was challenged by a number of our vendors to build a ground-up machine, and that's what we did over the past 24 months. Start off, our machine runs exclusively on fresh water. Each cycle is unique. We're not going to pass forward contaminants from a previous fire, a previous wash, or in busy stations across multiple users. The second thing is we have a purpose-built equipment from Circul-Air, large touchscreen, and that touchscreen is available to wash a number of products. And we really focused on what do training centers need and what do end users need for prompts and for tools. So right off the top, we do SCBAs, boots and gloves, as well as cylinders. That's kind of the standard, but we do it a little differently. SCBAs, we have 4 primary vendors we do, MSA, 3M Scott, Inspiron, and Draeger, and they all have their unique challenges. And so we don't just have a one size fits all. Within our programming, we can tailor it, not just for the MSA user who may need a little bit more prompting in how to use their covers and packs, but 3M Scott has different temperature requirements that they prefer, so we can really tailor it out to them. The other thing we brought in was not every fire and event is the same, so we may need a little bit more detail work. So we included a target clean mode, which allows the user to park the machine at about 4 minutes. It's warm, it's soaked, and they can go in and they can do detail work. We really have a focus on ergonomics. We don't want to be lifting heavy, wet, awkward gear. So we have a jog feature on the machine, which allows you to place and get that right where you need it to be. Additionally, we believe that tools should be available. So we include with every machine fresh water on demand, which allows you to do such things as touch-up. And more importantly, with face shields, we always want to take that product and give it a good rinse off afterwards. Make sure all the contaminants are out of the cheek pieces and ready to go again promptly. A little later on, we can point out some of our other equipment that complements like drying of this gear. What do you do after all that good washing? How do you get it clean again? So
Before we do that though, talk about what is unique about Roto-Decon compared with other SCBA extractors that are on the market.
Big thing for us is we are not a time-based system. We're not racing for multiple packs or pieces per hour. With our work with training facilities and key users, it's more about a deep, thorough clean, Chris. We really want to focus on the right amount of time. So we take a little longer to do it right, and it's really around how much time to wash and drain and then do a proper rinse. So we believe in a full, roughly 50% of our water should be a rinse. Our competition may use as little as 3% fresh water per cycle. It's a big difference for us. We get a better solution, a better outcome for our users. The other big thing for us is we're really focused on the changing rules, NFPA, UL, the manufacturers. So we built a system, just like our Genius system of extractors, where we can do live updates. With a simple phone call and a key fob, we can push updates to our users. We can react to a change at MSA or a change at 3M or NFPA temperature standards. 3 minutes for the user and they have a brand new system updated. So 2 years, 5 years, 6 years down the road, we can keep adapting to what changes. That's really big for us. It's that flexibility and of course the fresh water. We're going to keep driving on that fresh water all day.
All right, perfect. Well, why don't we take a walk over to the other end of the booth?
Sure.
Take a look at some of the drying products.
Excellent. Appreciate it.
Well, Scott, we talked about the SCBA cleaning.
Yep.
You mentioned over there about the drying systems that Circul-Air makes. What are we looking at here?
Well, one of the big questions we get is that SCBA packs come out wet, so what do we do with them? Unfortunately, since 1940, we are the industry leaders in drying. We're the original patent holders and developers of drying of fire hose. Over the ensuing 8 decades, we've developed drying cabinets for turnout gear, bunkers, and behind you, Chris, even Kevlar suits for our emergency services personnel. We want to make sure that it's dried safely. We don't really want to, rush dry. It's, low and slow is what we do with fire gear to protect it and prolong it. At Circul-Air, we're about wash it, dry it, and store it. And of course, at the show here today, not just the dryer, not just the extractor that we have, but a complete line of other products, which I showed you earlier. The Express, Heavy Duty, and our brand new Genius line, they all tie together. And then finally, really, we make a North American product of just about everything in this booth that gives you a complete solution. So, Decon's our big focus of 2025, but all these other tools are needed to give you a complete solution in the fire industry. So,
okay, great. Well, Scott, my thanks again
Appreciate it.
For taking some time out to talk to me about this. Again, this has been Chris McClune at FDIC International 2025. Have a good one and stay safe.